Yeah, actually, I have been. I got about maybe, I don't know, 30 hours on the bug this week. I know it doesn't look like I've done nothing, but I'll show you what I did. I got this. First of all, it was white before, right? So I blocked it all out. That was a primer I put on it in the fall. I blocked that all out down to, fine tuning a bunch of stuff. And then this is another coat of epoxy primer. So I got the roof and everything, looked really good. You might see some red. I had a little guide coat because I did the jams. They all look really good. And then look, I cut this second step. Remember, that's kind of tacky. I cut that second step. Remember, it was just one bump. But I got all inside painted. I didn't clear coat in here. I don't know if I'm going to, because most of this is going to get covered. Um, but yeah, it's all, the inside's all sealed, done, painted, primed, sealed. I got to put some seam sealer up in this right here. It's welded. It's not going anywhere, but I don't know. It could vibrate. So seal that up. So yeah, you see what I'm saying? See how I cut that second notch in there? Because look, see? Actually, the door's in because there's no... It's pretty close. It'll be about like that because I got no rubber. There's no gasket in here, so it's pushing in a little bit further. And I channeled this out back here. You'll see it comes down and it steps off. That's so when I put those fiberglass quarters in, see the post on the frame will come up to here and I'll have a little gap. That's so when I put those fiberglass quarters in, they slip in there. Yeah, so I just been fine-tuning a little body work here and there. I had a problem up here. I was blowing it out with the air gun and I blew a piece up. But this is all fiberglass, so it's not coming apart. I resanded all this back here, blocked everything out, and hit that. All the white primer you see is all new epoxy. So I gotta block it out again and go from here. Then here's the frame. I got the frame all done. You can see I cleaned up all the welds. I gotta cut these off back here. This gets cut off flush, but I'm gonna cut it off and I gotta weld it. That's no big deal. My main thing with the frame was getting it all sealed up. See, I got the front done. See, there's no hole in the front. That's all welded shut. So I can throw some paint on this and set it in, and then it's in there. I missed this whole edge, and I'm out of primer. But it's cool because it's on the top. No big deal. What I was most worried about was the bottom, because once I bolt it in, it's bolted in. But it looks all sweet. So that's what I'm hoping tomorrow I can get this all back together before it starts thunderstorming and get it covered up. I was wanting to get this all painted back here and get the back window in it this week, but that didn't happen because I blew that piece out on the roof, which I'm glad I did because it happened now. What it did, it was some Duraglass, had an air bubble to where I almost sanded through it. But then when I blew it out, it blew the air bubble up and it peeled a piece up, blew a piece out. So I had to grind it out and work on that. Got the fat 18s on there, boy. So yeah, it's coming along. I don't know if I want to fix these doors or look for some other doors. My doors are solid. There's no rust whatsoever. One of them, I think this one has a little crack right there. I'd have to take the handle off and weld that, sandblast it and weld it. But it's just got a shitload of little dings. It had a crease in it and I popped it out. And now it's like, I don't know. For about 75 bucks, I can get another door if I can find another. Plus, this molding's all swelled up because it's rusted underneath that on this side. So I would at least need to replace that molding. But I don't know if I could find a better door for 75 bucks at Pull Apart. 150 bucks for 2 doors that I could just paint red and throw on there and be done with. So yeah, it's getting there. I got everything on this side same as the other side with the channel. You might not be able to see that lights or the sun's bright. Still kind of fine-tuning these little creases. But from here, I'll like 220 block wet sand it and then go from there.